Manchester United and Liverpool share the points at Anfield, and we now know who will be playing in the Champions League round of 16. You're watching Foot in Mouth. Welcome back to Foot in Mouth. Ethan, how you doing, bruv?
I'm okay. Good result as a United fan. There's a lot going on in soccer right now, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, look, I think we should start off by saying that our thoughts and prayers are with Tom Locklear, the captain.
Well, he
of
didn't
Luton.
die.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a scary-ass moment, bro.
Okay, yes.
And he's in hospital still, recovering
He's
and
in
stuff.
a
I mean, look,
cardiac
the
arrest
game was
mid-game.
abandoned. I've never seen a game get abandoned before because of an on-field scare like that. You know what I
I
mean?
haven't either, but I think it has happened before.
No?
I don't know.
Maybe
but I
just in
think
a
it happened
league
in the
or
past.
something. Yeah. But look, I don't watch much
Well,
football
again,
outside of
apparently this
Premier
has
League.
happened to him.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
he's collapsed mid-game before. So
I
not
didn't
only
know
has
that.
this happened, it's happened to him before. So yeah,
You think it's linked to the amount of games being played today?
I think
or?
it's linked to having a fucking weak heart. I'm just like, I don't want to be that guy, but
You are being that guy.
But if you have a like heart attack mid game, same. I'm talking to you, Erickson. If you have a heart attack mid game, like I don't think you should be playing soccer again.
You're
after
very much being that guy.
that. I'm just
Damn.
saying, I don't think you should be playing soccer again after that. Is it weird to say that?
I don't think. Okay, maybe it's not weird. Maybe it's just aggressive is even a strong choice of words. Like maybe it's a raw take. It's
Yeah,
a
but
raw take,
it's-
and it makes sense.
It
I'm
makes-
not saying
it
it's
makes the
wrong.
most sense.
Not saying it's wrong.
If you have a weird heart condition, you probably shouldn't be doing something
Yeah.
like athletic.
But then again, at the same time, he probably was okayed by some medical professionals who know better than we do.
But
so
I'm saying that even they're wrong as well. I'm saying they are the ones who shouldn't have cleared him in the first place. I don't think it's that crazy to think
how
that
many
if
points
if a dude is,
did that cost you, bro? Why are you so worked up?
I'm just saying, I'm looking out for the well-being
Nah, I
of the
feel you.
players.
I feel you. I actually do think it is fair to say that rather safe than sorry should come into play. But I also do have a lot of respect for someone that pushes through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if that happens to me one time on the pitch, I'm not returning, bro.
I'm pretty, especially,
I am not
especially
returning.
like I'm gonna bring up the Ericsson again. But I mean, when it happened to Ericsson, he was like 30 at the time. You know, like
Yeah.
you've had a career at that point.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could easily just be like, "Aye, that's clearly."
People have retired younger. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, like, but I feel you. But again, yeah, just mad respect for the fact that he has still played, and it sounds like he still intends to play. I'm pretty sure that after a second scare like that, he'll probably be advised not to.
Third time's a charm, dude.
Third time's a charm. You don't want to find that charm, bro. But yeah, that was obviously a huge talking point of the weekend. The game was abandoned in the second half. I'm not sure.
So let's cover that game now. Then Solanke scored.
Solanke scored, and I
I've-
went with Tavernier.
I've got him in my fantasy team. If they abandon this game and Solanke does not get those points, I'm gonna be pissed. not just at the
You
dock.
actually need those points this week, bro.
I do kind of need those points.
You need those
So
points this week.
you know, let's not abandon this game. We'll end it as a draw or something, or what?
Yeah, a
we'll-
gentleman's agreement.
or let them. It happened in the 60th minute. Let them play another 30 minutes, like in a few days, but don't just scrap what happened in the past because I need those points.
You need those points, yo. Maybe they'll add them at the end like a Harry Potter type thing, you know, like the bonus points.
That's a lot of Solanke bonus
It's
points.
a lot of Solanke bonus points. Your 6 points can be the difference between you and that foot in mouth title. But yeah, other than that, look, news-wise, obviously Champions League draw. Round of 16 games. Very boring.
Yeah, these games are gonna be. They're all pretty much like predetermined. We know what's gonna happen in
Yeah.
every single one of them.
At the same time, there's a lot of opportunity here for upsets. It is over 2 legs,
Well,
so there's...
Because these games are so David versus Goliath, almost all of them can be upsets.
Literally, bro. I mean, the first draw of the night was Arsenal and Porto.
Arsenal
It's the
Porto's
first.
not bad.
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, Fabio Vieira we got from Porto. Porto have a lot of gems in that squad, and they've had a lot of gems. They've been stripped of a lot of those
I
gems.
saw a clip of Nicholas Bednar scoring a hat-trick against Porto.
The last time we played against him in the Champions
Was
League.
that the last time they played?
Yeah, bro. And can I say in that same clip, was it like a full highlights thing?
I I think so.
Did you see how good Nasri and Arshavin were?
I got Arshavin is dude. Nasri scored a world class goal, but I mean Arshavin.
Was
back,
peak Arshavin actually like?
dude? Looking back now, Arshavin has got to be like my favorite Arsenal player ever.
No, you're lying.
I've weirdly enough, I don't know
Because
if
of
it's
like one great season.
but again, I was watching soccer so like
On and off.
Intuitively in that time because I was like
fair
the
enough.
early like
That was when you gave a damn.
I was watching soccer. I was playing FIFA. Like I genuinely
That
think
must have been the season when he scored 4 against Liverpool.
yeah, I think Arshavin may have been like he may be my favorite Arsenal player ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a hot take.
That is a weird.
You know what I
take,
love is that the dude absolutely still loves the club. Like he named his kid after Arsene Wenger.
Well, his
He still
name kind of
comes-
sounds like Arsenal.
But no, like watching that highlight clip, aside from seeing Lord Bentler do his thing, bro. Like a hat trick for Nicholas Bentner in the Champions League. What a time to be alive.
Look
bro.
at
But
to be fair, though, it
Nasri-
was like 2 tap-ins
even
and a
Ibue.
penalty. Yeah,
Ibue. Why was Ibue playing like he's a cam in that game,
Yeah,
bro?
seeing that Arsenal team was so nostalgic. Diaby. It's like these people I live.
Diaby is still my biggest what if story at Arsenal. But yeah, look, the Champions League draws. I think it sets up the next round.
Go just run through the games quickly. Just
Yeah,
say the
so
name.
we've got Copenhagen, Man City.
Yeah.
Copenhagen have to do it against both Manchester clubs, bro. RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid. That's actually probably going to be a good one. PSG versus Real Sociedad. I've seen quite a few people saying not to sleep on Sociedad in that fixture. I'm not sure what they're cooking over there in the La Liga.
I'm asleep, bro.
But apparently, yeah. Lazio versus Bayern. PSV versus Dortmund. Inter versus Atletico. That's also probably a decent game
That's
there.
a decent one.
Porto versus Arsenal. And then Napoli versus Barcelona, which I think is the pick of the...
Yeah, Napoli, Barcelona is very
Napoli,
interesting.
Barcelona.
But yeah, like 9 times out of 10, you can predict how each one of these games is going to go.
And you can predict that the next stage of the competition is
Yeah.
going to be lit.
So that is the plus side to having such a boring round of 16.
Yeah.
The next phase is going to be basically all the big teams playing against each
It's
other.
only, bro.
Yeah.
But can I just say, seeing Arsenal's name drawn on the Champions League draw stage again was just so nice, bro.
Yeah, takes you
And
back.
seeing John Terry of all people, knowing that there's no Chelsea ball there. You know what I mean? It was just so poetic, bro. I
Well,
loved it.
There's no United ball either, which is why
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't watch
true.
the draw. 'Cause
That's
I
true.
don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about Europe
Not
at
even
all.
a Europa League
Nah.
draw to watch out for,
I'm
eh?
actually just going to watch the Conference League, the
Oh,
draw for the Conference League.
You're going to follow Brighton in the
Yeah.
Conference League?
That's actually where the best soccer is.
Look, you guys obviously did make some headlines this weekend. Not for a win, but a point that feels like 3, bro.
It's as good as
A
win.
lot of people doubted you guys. My predictions, we'll go into the predictions that we had for this weekend. My prediction was honestly a 5-1 Liverpool.
I think a lot of people
I
predicted
predicted a 5-1
a
Liverpool.
United smashing, especially when you hear that like Bruno's not there, Maguire's not there.
Yeah, without Bruno, that's really impressive.
Yeah, no, it genuinely is impressive. Look, to get a result at all, like what Liverpool were, I think 8 games unbeaten at Anfield, and we're the first team to take a seat, like any point
Yeah.
from Anfield, which is huge. I think 9, like if you asked fucking 100 people, 99 of them are saying Liverpool is going to smash United.
Yeah, dude, I heard a stat that United apparently hadn't scored a goal at Anfield since like 2019 or something.
And I think the person who scored that goal was Lingard. Yeah, I think Lingard is the last person to
Better
score
have Millie
at,
Rock. He's hot out.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's as good as a win.
Yeah.
We didn't play great. Liverpool were the team on top basically the entire time. We just kind of frustrated them. Low block, or 11 players behind the ball. You could kind of see Liverpool's like gears ticking, and at some point they just started yeeting long balls in open.
Yeah, so Bosley was absolutely wasteful on the day, I think. Bro.
He was. Look, it was tough though because United are a very good low blocking team. We've kind of been a counter attacking team for the better part of 10 years now. We're good at sitting back and then hitting them on the break, which is what we did. I would say United had the better chances in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Liverpool had more chances, but
Way
I think
more,
the
yeah.
quality of the chances, I think Man United. And I don't know if that's a pro or con, considering you didn't put them away.
Look, getting chances, even if you don't score them, is a good
It's
thing.
reassuring.
Yeah, it is a good thing. So
by that logic, Darwin Núñez is
he's the best.
the one.
Yeah, he's the best. But which is why, like, obviously Liverpool still did play better. They still had more chances.
Yeah,
It's just
but it
that
was
the-
at Anfield. That
Yeah.
much we could have expected. But for Man United to have soaked it up like that,
The
bro.
thing is, for playing at Anfield, it didn't like the atmosphere wasn't really there. Like,
yeah, I
watching
heard
the
a lot
game-
of people saying the same thing.
I
here.
think Neville said the same thing, but watching the game live, but like if you go 20 minutes into that game, the crowd is dead. Like shit is quiet. The
Yeah.
Liverpool players are taking
That's
they're
usually
taking
their
it
12th
easy.
man.
They're walking around. So I think like from the get go, I don't know if
it
maybe
kind
it's
of
just
played
'cause-
in United's favor a little
Yeah,
bit.
is it just because United are so shit now that like it doesn't even matter?
I genuinely think complacency. I think everybody was so convinced
Yeah,
of a
that
Liverpool walkover
yeah.
that they genuinely were just too relaxed, bro. Genuine.
Which I also think is what Neville said too, because you saw Van Dijk
Yes, in his post-match
basically
interview.
came out and said that like there was only one team out there playing to win.
Yeah.
You know, and to be fair, that's kind of how it was.
Literally.
But I mean-
but that was United's game plan.
That was the game plan. That was all
That
we
was
could do.
United's-
Did
that
you
made
think we would walk
sense.
at Anfield and then start playing our
It
game?
made absolute
There was no
sense,
way that was
bro.
going to
You're not
happen.
going to start all of a sudden trying to play this fluid football that hasn't worked before, that you haven't tried before, that... Nah.
As a United fan, this was best case
Excuses
scenario.
plain.
Best case scenario. Literally best. Like we could not ask for any. I know we could have scored. Hoyland should have scored. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it. He definitely should have scored. As good as a goalkeeper as Alisson is 1-on-1, for a striker to get through like that so easily, you've got the time. All you have to do is put it on. Maybe just don't hit it straight at the goalkeeper, which is what he did. He kicked it straight at Alisson. He should have scored that. Same thing with Garnacho. He probably should have scored that too. You saw that when he got a
Yeah.
chance. Trent came in with a perfectly timed tackle and got the ball. Garnacho should have scored off that though, or at least should have gotten the shot off. Nacho kind of had a shit game in general though. Trent kind of held on to him the entire time. I don't think at any point you could say Garnacho had the clear-cut advantage over him,
Yeah.
which is why when they made the sub for Rashi to come on at like the 70th minute, I was happy with that because
Made sense.
I don't think Nacho... and I was thinking this coming into the game, physically, just looking at them, Rashford is the bigger physical threat than Garnacho.
Yep.
There's no two
Yep.
ways about it. If you're a defender and both of them are coming full speed at you, pause, you would rather have Garnacho coming at you because of how small he is. Pause.
And it's also not Rashford's like first day on the, this
Yeah.
isn't his first derby like that. Like Nacho's still new to this. I think.
Exactly. He's still very inexperienced as well.
Rashford, he knows the person he's coming up against in Trent. He literally knows whichever fullback he's coming up against. He's faced that fullback a number of times.
Yeah. But the talk was, though, I think Rashford may have been hurt or sick or something. I think he was sick like the week before, some shit like that. So maybe that's why he didn't start. I would have loved to see him start, though. To be fair, he wasn't that great when he came on anyway.
Yeah.
But I just physicality. He's faster. He's bigger. As a defender, that's way harder to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, and look, I must give a shout out. I myself and Razine actually, we were quite surprised to see Johnny Evans in your lineup on FPL, and he got you a clean sheet, boy.
No, look,
He got you a clean sheet.
I got to shout out Chad as well. Chad also has Johnny Evans.
Damn, yo.
Evans, dude.
Oh, faithful.
The reason he's in my team is because he's cheap as hell.
And you had no other options.
Yeah, I know. Especially for last week, I had literally I had 3 raids in my subs. That was it. So Johnny Evans had to
It
play.
worked out, dude.
But also, I knew he was going to play. The issue with him is because Maguire was in such good form. We had Lindelof. He wasn't really getting starting game time. So as soon as I saw Maguire was injured, and I knew Evans would at least get 90 minutes,
Yeah,
I
it
had,
was
I
worth
had
the
to play
shout.
him. Exactly. And he did get a clean sheet. The defense was very good. Varane,
Yeah, back in the team.
he gets all the praise. Or
Back
I'm
in
not
the
going to give
team,
him all
bro.
the praise, but he gets a fuck ton of the praise. This is why we should have been playing him this whole time.
Yep.
Like-
And I think Ten Hag may look like, yes, he got a point here, but a little bit of egg on the face moment.
I would say a lot of
Because
egg on his
the
fucking
fact
face.
that Varane could come in
And boss.
and just boss like that, bro,
And-
against a very informed Liverpool.
And he did the same thing against Bayern Munich as well. He played in the Bayern game, which we did lose, but defensively he was fucking solid.
And that was his genuine first game back
Yeah.
in weeks.
Yeah. Ten Hag, whatever falling out you've had with,
Get over it.
get over that shit.
Get over it.
He didn't fucking disrespect you publicly like Sancho did.
Yeah.
So you can settle the shit behind the scenes, get him back into the team. We kind of need him right now. I don't know if Varane just saw the white kit and he thought he was back at Madrid.
At Madrid,
But
boy,
dude,
the glory days.
literally from start to finish, I think he won man of the match. Rightfully
Yeah.
deserved it. The way he played for 30-something-year-olds to be our centre-back combo in a game against Liverpool at Anfield.
And again, the form that Liverpool have been in, bro.
It's kind of insane to look at.
When I thought about the fact of when I thought about Johnny Evans in the lineup against against Mo Salah.
Yeah, Salah. Yeah, Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez.
What is this man gonna do, bro?
And he only really got done in for pace once.
Yeah.
Like the whole game, he only got done in once.
Other than that, it was a smart game by Man United. I mean, I did hear that Liverpool players, Trent, for example, I did hear that he could have done more in the view of some people.
Yeah.
Mo Salah obviously did not have the best day at the office. And I saw question marks over, when is Darwin Núñez going to be the guy that pulls Liverpool out of a rut? Because they can't always rely on Salah. Everybody does have a bad day. And when that happens at Liverpool, who's the one that picks up the slack? You know what I mean?
It's tough, though. United executed a good low block. Like,
I guess.
Genuinely, we were 11 men behind the ball. There was no team was going to get through that.
I think the Núñez talk only stems from other games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Darwin Núñez, the last time he scored a goal, it's been a while now. I can't remember the exact date, but it has been a while.
Back to the United defense though. Dalot did get a double yellow.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that now. Yeah, like what did you make of the referee in this game?
The refereeing in general, I would say, pretty shit. I wouldn't say it was good at all. There were a few calls where, specifically one call where somebody fouled someone on United's team or something, and then like in retaliation, Luke Shaw basically fouled the other guy back.
Yeah.
And then Luke Shaw was the one that got penalized for doing the foul, even though he was clearly like getting him back for the clear foul earlier.
Yeah.
Things like that. The ref did make a few weird mistakes, and then specifically this Dalot thing.
Well, yeah, what I didn't like with the Dalot thing was that from what I saw, Darwin Núñez got away with a lot.
Darwin Núñez,
of
dude,
what Dalot got booked
He fucking elbowed Johnny Evans in the head and then fucking clapped.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, dude, but yeah, this...
And he was also throwing tantrums.
Yeah, this ref was... No, this was a poor
Was it
refereeing.
Michael Oliver, I think, eh?
May have been Michael Oliver, yeah. This is a poor refereeing show. I wouldn't be happy with it at all. Firstly, Dalot was right to complain because it was a throw-in.
It was a throw-in.
He
It absolutely was a throw-in.
He complained because he didn't get a throw-in, and he did win the throw-in.
Yeah.
Also, like, you got to look at it in context. The dude had literally just like run 60 yards back to defend Mo Salah. He's like tired, he's
frustrated,
He's
bro.
frustrated. He just want to throw in. You're not giving him the throw in. Obviously, there's gonna be some back talk. That's kind of given at this point. Give him the yellow for that. If he talks back once, fair enough. Give him a yellow for that. Don't give him another immediate yellow because he keeps fucking going at you. At this point, you have to look at the context. The emotions are running high. As a ref, you need to know these things. You
think about
need
the
to know
game,
what's
bro.
happening.
This isn't Man United versus Burnley. This is Man United versus Liverpool
and
at
also,
Anfield.
And it's also like the 80th minute at this point.
Dying
Like,
stages. You guys, like, this man is like, yo, we are so close to doing it.
So, all things considered, terrible decision by the ref. I don't know, like, sure, you can, it is dissent, sure. He is arguing with the ref 100%.
But it's harsh.
But look at the fucking context.
It's harsh. And like I said, man, with the consistency, bro, Darwin Núñez got away with a lot.
No,
I think he got away with a lot in that game.
He did get away with a lot.
And he can count himself lucky to get away with nothing. And United can count themselves. I don't even think lucky. I think that was just a game well played, bro. I think tactically it worked out.
It did work out.
And Ten Hag can, I think he can have a little bit of pride after this one.
He can. Look, there were some decisions that were a bit iffy. I think Colby Mainu, amazing.
Yeah,
this
he's
kid
really
is
good, bro.
Honestly, for an 18-year-old, he's a star.
He is really good. Play him more.
Amrabat was very nervy though. The entire game, he was not good. McTominay, very iffy first half. Second half, he could have gotten an assist if Hoyland scored that goal. Second half, in general, McTominay was pretty good.
Yeah.
His passes were a lot better. He had fuck all creativity in the first half. In the second half, at least we were seeing something
to do.
But yeah, like you said, as a United fan, you happy.
Yeah, man. And
a point at Anfield is massive.
It's huge. And I'm hoping that Arsenal will be able to do the same next week. But what a way to go into the game for us. We beat Brighton 2-0. And honestly, bro, I remember I popped my head into your room while it was halftime. And I was telling you I couldn't believe that we weren't 1-0 up yet. Because that game was...
I didn't actually watch it.
Dude, it was probably the best football I've seen under Arteta.
Wow.
It was insane.
And it just got you 2-0.
It was insane. But then again, I will say we made Brighton look super average. And like De Zerbi himself.
I think Brighton have made themselves look super average.
Look fair enough, but I still think this is like a don't be deceived. You know, we know Brighton are still good. You know what I mean? So for us to kind of, and they have been a bit of a bogey team for Arsenal. So I think even that kind of adds to this type of win. It was at home, obviously, so we had that advantage. But dude, the dominance was unnecessary, to be honest, bro. Like, when you watch the highlights, it's literally just all Arsenal from the first minute. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus got a goal off a set piece. I think we got the most goals from set pieces in the league.
I did hear that stat.
We got the most goals from set pieces, bruh.
Who takes Arsenal's set
Saka
pieces?
and Martinelli.
Saka and Martinelli.
Mm-hmm. But Saka didn't get the assist for this because it actually got flicked on from I think it was Van Ecke, yeah. And then Jesus at the back post, which is kind of like a specialty of his. Whenever we get set pieces, that's where he's lingering, bro. And
why do Arsenal have the best set pieces in the league? Who's their set piece coach? Who's the...
I can't remember his name, and I should know his name. Shame on me. I want to say it's Carlos Queiroz or something, but I'm probably horribly
I remember Carlos
Queiroz
Queiroz from fucking
manager.
Football Manager, yeah.
Yeah, well, I know it's the same. It's the same coach. I think Arteta pulled him from City.
Oh, hectic.
But the set piece coach, sorry, not goalkeeping coach.
But
this dude has been a revelation. This is something that a lot of people, once Arsenal started getting a lot of attention because of it, you started to see clubs focusing more. I mean, even seeing in Football Manager now, one of the biggest main features from the new games is that you can have more like creation control in your set piece tactics because it's become such a big part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I guess if you have a good enough coach and you got centre backs like Saliba and Gabriel.
I was gonna say, do you think it's like?
Well, Gabriel was the highest scoring defender, if not last season, 2 seasons ago. This season,
they don't particularly, Arsenal don't particularly have like a tall squad other than Gabriel and
Saliba. And look, Havertz now as well. You can throw him in. Yeah, he's quite tall.
I guess he's decent.
But he's not. I never thought of him as an aerial threat like that. He's in some serious form. He obviously scored the second goal for us in this game, 87th minute. Nice run on goal.
We're hearing that fucking.
The Samina Mina.
Yeah, we're hearing that Waka Waka song all the time now.
60 million down the drain, Kai Havertz scores again.
In the past, like 4 Arsenal games I've watched, I've seen this dude score at least twice.
He's absolutely found his groove, dude.
Yeah.
He's found his groove. And I don't even think this is a better late than never situation. I think it's just came at a appropriate time.
Yeah, I think people were being a bit too harsh on him.
They were quick, bro.
To be fair, he was missing some sitters and he was playing hella stinky sometimes.
You know what showed me just how bad his confidence levels were was after he scored his goal and the Arsenal players had to convince him to go and celebrate with the fans.
Oh yes, I saw that.
It's like if your instinct isn't to go and celebrate after you've scored a goal, like how down in the dumps are you feeling, bro?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think after that, because look now after this game at Brighton and even before the Brighton game, when he scored this goal, straight to the fans, looking like he was soaking it all in, bro. So I think that he's absolutely finding his place in this team now. I think he's obviously like adapted well to the team, which I think is always a big part of what Arteta looks for in a player. Whenever we sign a player, he always puts a lot of importance on the character of the player because the dynamic of the team is obviously what translates on the pitch. And I mean, I guess we can't really argue with him. Like this Arsenal team was super close. I think it's very obvious to see. Throughout that whole game, bro, you had to see the passion that was on the pitch, bro. Like Zinchenko and Odegaard, them just constantly riling up the fans and what they were getting from the fans. Like that's why, like it's interesting. We talk about the vibe that was at Anfield and at Arsenal versus Brighton was a polar opposite effect. It felt like it was a North London derby, even watching from home.
And Liverpool United is such a big game.
Exactly. So it's, but again, I think the difference there. That's why I think complacency came into it with Liverpool because with the Arsenal game, yes. It's kind of just pure vibes right now. Every home game is just a vibe. But at the same time, because this Brighton team is a bit of a bogey for us, we wanted to dominate. And the fans just absolutely responded to what they were seeing on the pitch, bro. It was the best display I have seen. Odegaard, yeah, he definitely could have scored. But absolute beast on the night, bro. Absolute beast on the night. Saka and Martinelli. I mean, it was Saka up against James Milner.
No, exactly.
Saka is not Mudryk, you know what I mean? And Mulder...
What does that mean?
Mulder was definitely frustrated. Some blatant fouls on Saka. The referee was also very sus in that game, in my opinion. I think more people should have got bookings that did. But, dude, those two goals, 3 points, I'd take that all day. Evan Ferguson barely got a touch on the ball.
And how'd David Raya do?
David Raya wasn't bad. I mean, look, we got a clean sheet. His distribution again, phenomenal. He didn't have to do much at the back. He genuinely didn't have to do much at the back. What he did have to do was okay, but I can't lie. I'm not filled with like, whenever an attack is being made on us, I still do have some nerves, not because of the back line, but because of the goalkeeper. And yeah, I'm hoping that turns around sometime soon. Obviously, it's Liverpool next, bruh, at Anfield. And I hope that we get as lucky as United did. Just obviously not through luck, through just a game plan that works. Thomas Partey's back in full training now, so that's going to be a huge boost. If he's involved in that game, if we finally see a midfield of respect to Kai Havertz, Odegaard, Rice, and Partey, I'm a happy man. But then again, also, do you want to throw Partey straight back in a game like this?
And also, is Partey a sexual offender?
Oh, God.
Wait,
I was wondering how long we could go before you take it there, bro.
these are questions Arteta has to ask himself. You know, did he assault these women, and should I play him? These are questions Arteta has to ask. Am I defending a predator if I play him?
Because he's defending my back line
These are questions Arteta has to ask.
We are not yet to report on speculation.
No speculation. Absolutely zero speculation.
Right, getting into some of the other results that we saw on the weekend. Obviously, we had Brentford versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa so close to losing. So close to losing. But Unai Emery continues to impress. Ollie Watkins coming through with a 85th minute winner. That guy is unstoppable.
Brentford
right now.
kind of did it to themselves, though.
Fair enough.
Ben Mee, you can't be getting a fucking red card in the 70th minute. You were barely holding on to begin with.
Yep, that's true. But I mean, look, that was a huge comeback for Villa. They're obviously knowing that they are so close to the top of the table. I mean, depending on the result at Anfield next week, Aston Villa could be top at Christmas. Yeah, which is insane.
They easily could be. I think you gotta give some shout outs to Martinez though.
Yeah, that's
what a
true.
Goalkeeper, dude.
That's
genuinely. There's not that many good goalkeepers, I would say, this season, like really good goalkeepers. So
a lot of disappointing goalkeepers.
There's a lot. I would put him close up there for the best goalkeeper in the league.
I think he is, bro. I genuinely think he's up there with Alisson and Edison. Edison maybe not so much after this weekend, but let me ask you this: January around the corner, Ollie Watkins. You think someone takes a chance?
Well, no, not in Jan. I think he's too big of a transfer to go in Jan. And also, I think Villa would have to prep long and hard for this dude.
Yeah,
to
they
leave.
obviously wouldn't want him to leave. But if you Ollie Watkins, if you know that a club like Man City or obviously not Man City,
I think right now
you stick it out with the project.
Aston Villa has about as much promise as any other team in the league.
So you stick it out. If you're any Aston Villa player right now, you're saying stick it with the project. Nah, okay, I respect that. I would definitely advise the same. Any big club you go to now, that's just unnecessary pressure to put on yourself while you're busy.
Aston Villa is this close to being a big club. Like literally, if they keep playing like this, you won't have to go anywhere else.
Yes. Look, I still
look like fifth, fourth, third is on the table for them.
Yeah, no, but I just mean more my definition of a big club is it still extends to it's the size of the fan base and stuff as well.
Okay.
So Aston Villa, they are this close to being a title contending club.
Yes.
Like a regular title contender.
Yes.
And they'll be one of the best clubs.
Because if we're doing that argument, United is still a big club.
No, United are. They literally are a big club.
But nobody wants to play for them right now.
Yeah, they're a big club, but they are not one of the best clubs right now as well. But yeah, dude, that was obviously a disappointing outcome for Brentford. They must have really been expecting that point.
And
West Ham.
They didn't have Burmo, eh?
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
West Ham beat Wolves 3-0. Mohamed Kudus
Dude.
and Paqueta,
Yeah,
brother.
Paqueta got
Why
three-
did I take
Paqueta
Kudus
got
out of my
3
team?
assists. I was just about to say, you took him out your team.
Why
I think
did I
I
take him out of my
convinced you
team?
to take him out your team. To be fair, though, I think you did do it for Palmer, who's also been doing just as good.
Yeah, that's true. But Paqueta, bro, hat-trick of assists. Come on.
Yeah, no, dude.
That was a very, 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 very good win for West Ham.
Remember when the talks were that they were going to sell him as well at the start of the season?
To City.
Yeah.
I kind of see why City
Dude.
would need to pump up so much money, bro. Because
And
remember, they offered like 105
They
and then
offered
West
over 100.
Ham said, no, we want 115 or some shit.
And honestly, looking at City right now, they could have used him too.
And you know what? When West Ham announced the signing, I told Dad, our dad supports West Ham. I told Dad when this signing was announced, I was like, Dad, I wanted Arsenal to get him because Arsenal were linked to him.
Yes, United also linked to him because he played for Ajax and Ten Hag coached him at Ajax. Yeah.
And when West Ham got him, I think he had a bit of a slow start or quiet start maybe, but
did.
holy shit.
No, this performance alone, dude. Yeah, what a
No,
player.
he's absolutely insane. And yeah, that looks like there's some proper chemistry there now between him and Kudus, which is going to be music to Moyes' ears. Sorry, there was another disappointment of the weekend with Man City.
Dude,
Manchester City.
Disappointed depending on how you look at it.
Okay, yeah, disappointing for them.
Yeah, disappointing for them. Palace, that fucking, I think it was like what, close to 80th minute, 90th minute penalty. Phil Foden completely, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Did you see it? Basically, he was gonna kick the ball, didn't know the player was that close, ended up just kicking the player.
I don't even know what that stemmed from. Because
he didn't know Mateta would close him down.
But yeah, but I'm like, damn, bro, I've never seen a Man City player be accused of like lack of concentration.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Completely, bro.
Of all teams.
Look, City are
Also, Elise, what a player.
What a player. City are in a weird slump right now. They've won one in their last 6 league games.
They are missing Haaland.
Yes, they're missing Haaland. They're missing KDB.
To be fair, they weren't winning with Haaland. I think there were 1 or 2 games they didn't win with Haaland.
But no, now they're missing Haaland. They're missing KDB. They missed this next game week because they're not playing.
But I think that helps them because De Bruyne is back in full training now.
Yes, but also
now you get
missing a game week. You're just seeing that gap close down now, or further up.
I understand, but like I've been saying, I think this season starts when De Bruyne is fit. Yeah, I think no matter what happens this weekend.
Can you say that they depend that much on like a 35-year-old midfielder who's so injury prone that he could just go out in 2 games?
I don't even think it's a matter of he is that injury prone. This is the first season he's been out for this long, I would say.
Yes, this long, but he's been injured before, and you don't get any less injury prone the older you get.
That's true. But look, Man City have won titles with Sergio Aguero winning Golden Boots, playing less football than he missed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, this it just seems to be a thing that they have. There is this marquee player who, even though he doesn't play much, when he plays, he makes that big of a difference when he's available. Aguero had no right to ever compete for Golden Boots with the amount of games he missed through injury every season. And yet every season, that man was there.
Again, they're playing for the best team in the world. It's kind of the Haaland argument. I could
argue enough.
You put Højlund in Man City, he's doing what Haaland's doing. Obviously not as well. But the argument is, you put any striker in Man City, and they will probably win the Golden Boot.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess right now Man City are missing their number 1 creator and their number 1 goal scorer. So
it's gonna affect them.
So I think De Bruyne returning changes things. City
I think so too.
They've closed bigger gaps to win the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely will go on like a 10-game unbeaten. They will do that.
You saw it coming last season.
Yeah, I just don't actually think they have the quality to do it this season. I don't think they will go on that 10-game win.
I think, if anything, they are one of the clubs that absolutely gets active in Jan.
I think so too.
I think they get, and then I think we are not having this conversation again. After the January transfer window closes, I think we stop saying anything about their lack of depth and the lack of quality of depth. They pulled the Jeremy Doku signing out of nowhere.
Yeah, they did. But now the question is, they have to find like quality players. Bro.
I think they can do it. They've got the money for it, and they can afford January transfer fees.
That's the thing. A lot of these teams won't want to sell their best players.
They can afford those fees, and on top of that, there's still players out there with release clauses, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that Man City know full well they need to improve. And I think with January looming, if they don't make any transfers, then to me that just screams more about these cases that they're facing. If they don't, because it makes no sense for them to not make a signing in Jan, at least one signing, whatever position Pep can pick. But if they don't make one signing in Jan, then I'm like, okay, this FFP stuff has legs, because why else wouldn't you move? But yeah, that's going to be a frustrating point for Man City, bro.
It's going to be. Good for the league.
Very good for the league, bro. There's been a lot of clubs doing the league some favors lately.
Genuinely.
Outside of those games, obviously Bournemouth-Luton was the suspended game.
Yeah,
Chelsea beat Sheffield 2-0. We've been speaking about Cole Palmer.
Speaking of Cole Palmer, dude, what, he got two assists and a goal?
No, just two assists. Oh no, he did. He got one goal, one assist. Nico Jackson, brother.
Yeah, and he scored a tap in.
Yeah, I did. It's a tap in, Merchant.
But yeah, Chelsea. I didn't watch the game, but judging by what I liked,
they dominated.
But yeah, I was gonna say they kind of did, but let's be honest. Apparently, Sheffield did have their chances. Chelsea, they don't have Sanchez. He's injured right now. They're playing Petrovic, who I think is a young goalkeeper.
Yep.
But
I wonder where Slonina is. Maybe he's on loan.
What did you call me?
Slonina is this US goalkeeper, young US goalkeeper for them, but he's very, very promising.
Is it?
Yeah, but he must be on loan. I mean, that's the only reason I can think he didn't play. But yeah, that result, as good as it is, takes them all the way 10th in the league.
Yes. But no, look, Gallagher had like a man of the match performance.
Yeah,
From
and
what
he's
I
been
saw.
doing that a lot this season.
And I think he plays a tough position because that midfield attacking role at Chelsea, the front three are so attacking all the time that he has to do so
he has
much.
no support.
He literally has to do everything
He has no
by
support.
himself. And luckily though, he's got the engine in him. He's got the work rate in him. He can do it. I see a lot of people are saying that he's got it. I think his contract comes up soon. So Chelsea better give this dude another contract.
Look, I was saying this from last season because when he was on loan at, I think he was on loan at
Palace?
Palace, yes.
Yeah, I think it was Palace.
One was at Palace, one was at Brighton between him and the one stayed at Brighton. But when he was on loan and when there was a lot of talk of the young players being kind of concerned in the return because of how many players Chelsea are buying.
Yes, they were buying.
It was a matter of, bro, when am I going to get an opportunity? So I was happy to see him getting game time. I'm quite surprised the other they didn't tie him down to a new deal, at least not yet, because based on what we've seen so far this season, he's earned it.
He's been a key part
as
of
far
that
as
team.
the players in that team go, there's a handful of them that you can say, yeah, they can stay, and he's one of them, bro. But yeah, I mean, after this performance, especially, if you aren't thinking about that come Jan, then what are you doing, Todd Bowley? Genuinely, bruv. Newcastle beat
Chelsea also have their next couple of games now. They play Newcastle, Wolves, Palace, Luton. Newcastle isn't in the league. I think that's in some side tournament. I don't know which one.
Club World Championship or something.
I
Club
don't
World
know.
Cup.
Wolves, that's tough. Palace, that's tough. Luton, that's tough. But I think they could actually win all three of those games.
I don't.
You don't?
I think Newcastle beat them.
Oh, yes. The Newcastle one, I'm saying
And if
Wolves,
Palace
Luton.
is at Selhurst Park, I think Palace have another big draw in them at the very least.
You think so?
Genuine. And again, anytime Chelsea pull off a result up against a big club, I think they pay for it the next game or two games.
They usually do. But again, though, this beating Sheffield isn't a result against a big club.
And this was kind of like a training day. I think they coasted. They were very comfortable on it. So they didn't overexert themselves. But that Newcastle game, whatever the result is going to take a lot out of them. And when they play against Luton, we've seen that Luton are defiant, bruh.
From what I heard, if they played a better team, they would have conceded. They didn't look that great at all. So in those next three games, they should win it. They should. I mean,
all three?
Wolves, Palace, Luton, they should win it.
Oh, you said Wolves, not Newcastle.
Newcastle
that's not the league game.
That's not the league
Okay,
game.
we're talking the league games.
Wolves, Palace, Luton. I honestly don't think you could ask for like a better upcoming three games.
Damn, Wolves and Palace are going to make them tired.
They will.
Wolves and Palace are going to make them work.
They will, but if we're looking at quality in the team,
I honestly think, if anything, okay, we give them those three.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they're going to have... I think it's only a matter of time before they get another testing run. And these types of games here where we won, but... Like, I wouldn't be surprised if in these three games they pick up some injuries, bro. Those are some physical teams you're playing against.
Yeah, they are. They
They are
definitely
some
are.
physical teams.
But
so,
they hopefully in these 3 weeks they should also have people come back from injuries because they've had Chilwell off injured, they've had Cucurella off injured,
Chilwell
and
loves injured,
obviously Nkunku has been injured as well.
that's true. That's
so hopefully
true.
these three guys will be in the next couple of games.
That is true. And then look, to close things off, Spurs beat Nottingham Forest 2-0.
Yeah, Spurs did beat
They
Nottingham Forest
obviously
2-0.
did pick up a red card in that game. Basuma, that man, that's his second red of the season.
Yeah, he's very fucking rash, isn't he?
I don't know. I didn't see the game, so I'm not sure if his decision there was stupid because it was a straight red. But Richarlison with another goal, bro.
Yeah, no, Richarlison, I think having Richarlison back in and Son back out on the wing, he will get more assists. Richarlison will get more goals.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bad striker at all. I think he's kind of like Nunes, though. He's a bit erratic. He's a bit raw.
Yeah. Can scuff chances.
He can really scuff chances. But look, I did watch this game. Forest should have scored.
No.
They had, between Gibbs, White, genuinely, it's like they were trying not to score. It is like... If it was a better team, they would have scored at least 1 or 2 goals. But Vicario, insane. There was one save specifically where I literally didn't think he'd be able to get it, but he did. But he saved it with his foot. It was
good keeper.
It was a header from like this close range, and the dude literally had enough reaction time to just fucking kick it.
He's a good keeper, man.
He's a great keeper. I think he's actually the best keeper in the league.
Damn, what a 180 from
I know,
where
what
we
a
were at the
complete
beginning of
180.
when I was telling you, Ethan, believe in this guy.
I doubted this dude so hard, but I think he's better than Alisson. I think he's better than Martinez.
Yeah, I think current form.
Current form, I I think he's got the most clean sheet. Or no, I don't think he has the most. I think actually Onana has the most clean sheets. I think Onana and Pickford are tied for clean sheets this season with 6.
Bizarre.
Very bizarre.
Well, yeah, I mean, Pickford added to it this week, and we'll get to that.
But
you say
Vicario,
Forest should have definitely scored, though.
they should have scored. I don't know, honestly, like, watching them play, bro, Ilanga, like, they should have, it's like they just didn't want to score. I don't know how else to put it. The control in the final third there was nothing. There was no creativity in the final
Just
third.
anti-finishing.
It's just literally anti-finishing. It was so weird to see. You got to shout out Davies, though.
Yeah, dude.
He's someone you talked shit about.
That's someone that's 180ing my opinion
Yeah.
of him, bro. I think a lot of Spurs fans even are speaking more highly of him now.
And it seems like he gets better each week.
That's true. Maybe it's just the fact that there isn't that type of competition now because there's injuries and suspensions and stuff that have been giving him game time, so he can play a little bit more freely.
Mm-hmm.
Because any other time it was like, bro, one slip.
What the fuck is this dude here?
What is he?
But dude, watching him now, like he's so smart off the ball. Obviously, he's not the most physical, he's not the fastest, he's not the biggest, but the decisions he makes, smart, dude. Kulusevski,
he's in form.
Insane form. He's got
He's
the
looking like
Batman
the
mask
player
on.
that I was scared that they actually signed when they announced his signing was permanent.
Why was he?
He was on loan. Yeah, dude, I loved him coming from Juventus because again, football manager, like he was always beastly in there, especially at his young age as a prospect. So when Spurs signed him, I was like, damn, that's one to watch.
He's got the 4th most assists in the league since Feb. Do you want to guess the other ones above him?
The 4th most assists in the league.
Yeah.
Saka?
Yes.
Bernardo Silva?
No.
Damn.
It is a City player though.
Okay. Haaland?
No. It's KDB.
Even while injured, dog. My man. Best in the world, KDB.
You want to know who's top? Liverpool.
Szoboszlai?
No.
Trent?
No. Salah.
Really?
Yeah, Salah's top.
So he's but he also must be at the top for goals as well, Salah.
I think he probably is. But then I think Maddison and Kulusevski are both tied.
And Madison's also been injured for a
He's
while.
been injured for a while. But then no, Kulusevski deserves all the props in the world, dude.
Yeah.
And he might be a decent shout for fantasy now as well. With the way he's playing.
And
the
he's
way
affordable.
The way Spurs are playing in general.
He's affordable. Another team that deserves a lot of props are Everton, bro. Since they got that 10-point deduction, they have been on a non-stop run of points.
Did that 10 points just light a fire under this team or under Sean Dyche?
2-0 win away against Burnley. Sean Dyche having to kill his only child. You know what I mean, bro? Like, that must have been so gut-wrenching for him to do, but a really good win.
And
for Everton. 4
wins in a row for Everton.
4 wins in a row. They are literally just dragging themselves away from that relegation zone. Like, points deduction or what? I saw someone actually speculate they wouldn't be surprised if like Everton challenge that result and then they get the 10 points
and
back.
And they come like in their first
Champions League placing, but I'm like, imagine that turnaround, dog.
That would be even better than the Leicester season when they won. Genuinely even better than that.
I would pay good money to see Sean Dyche manage a Champions League campaign.
Dude, that's so funny.
I would love to see that. But yeah, 2-0, bro. Look, the run continues.
And the shit run continues for Burnley or for
Vincent
Company.
There is talk about him getting the
get in the sack. Give him the sack, dude. If Paul Hickenbottom at Sheffield is getting sacked, Company at least needs to get looked at.
I suppose. You know, it's purely clout that's keeping him in the job right now.
Purely clout.
It's purely clout.
Speaking of clout, though, young Trafford, Burnley's goalkeeper.
You think he's an option for United?
Honestly, that's going to sound crazy, and I'm not just saying it because his name is Trafford.
But you think he's worth a shout?
This kid, and remember, he won the Under-17 World Cup with England
Trafford.
at Old Trafford. This kid, especially there was one save specifically he saved. And I think I saw a stat. He's got the most touches as goalkeeper in the league.
Damn, so he's good on the ball.
He's good on the ball, and he's making saves, dude.
He'd be a realistic option for United at any point.
And he's young as shit. Just honestly, buy him now. Burnley's gonna do nothing this season. Buy him now. Have him as your number 2 goalkeeper for a while.
Burnley don't have much negotiation room there, bro. No, if United come knocking,
I'm telling you, dude, I would be knocking on that door right now. Obviously, speaking of goalkeepers, though, Pickford Everton do have the most clean sheets. They tied with United with 6.
Damn.
I would actually take him at United.
Pickford. I think Pickford makes more sense. England number 1.
Dude,
Manchester
imagine
United
signed him instead of Onana.
Yeah, he's got that. Do you know who my dad is? Look about him.
He really does. Like, does he not seem like a perfect United number?
Like
he's so confident. England number 1. He's Everton captain.
Yeah.
Literally, he would. Looking at it now, he would be the perfect Man United goalkeeper. I don't know why it didn't happen. I don't know why we went for Onana.
Listen, bro. We heard what Onana said. You can't tell me, bro. In 6 months, Champions League's best goalkeeper
Yes, he did.
is now the worst. You can't.
Oh, look.
There's no way.
He's right in
There's
saying
no way.
he is right in saying
He is
that.
right in saying
It
that.
makes sense, but I was arguing the same thing when Ronaldo was having his shit season last season,
True.
because he was the top goal scorer the season
That's
before that.
true.
You don't go from top goal scorer to
To the
completely
worst
shit
player,
in one season break. But
His performances don't help his argument, bro.
I'm sorry, the goals that he's let in have
I
been
don't know. It's been rookie mistakes.
it's been the
bro.
worst things I've ever seen.
It's been rookie mistakes.
And also, like, you're not being a keeper at United is a different story, bro. Inter's a big team, but United is
Dude,
literally one of the biggest teams in the world.
You can win the Golden Glove and be crucified.
Exactly. United is not like any other team, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fact. That's fact. And I mean, maybe a move like that would be a step too big for young Trafford right now.
Yes,
But I
young-
think it's something
yes.
that maybe United could start thinking about in the future. I'm not sure if they've got any young talent in the reserve squads, but
But they could have a young Trafford.
look, his name is Trafford, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Just get honestly, just for even if he was a shit goalkeeper, his name is Trafford.
Could you
imagine
imagine
young
the
Trafford at
PR?
Old Trafford?
The PR campaign,
Dude,
bro.
just Trafford on the back of his shirt,
The PR
just standing
campaign.
in the stadium. I'm sorry, make that deal happen now.
Look, to close off the show, let's just touch on some fantasy league results. Obviously, very big week for me.
Yeah,
I just fell behind Ethan, but I am second on the long, still 71 points all this week. Shout out to Razine on my tail, 64 points. Ethan, what happened, buddy?
well, this is what I call survival football. I basically had
Your options.
I basically had no subs.
Yeah.
So the team that played was the team that was available. That's
you
it.
played your favorite goalkeeper, Martinez.
Yeah. Look, I'm so pissed. He got me fucking 1 point.
But your defenders, for the most part, did well.
Yeah, they did. 3 out of 4 did do me
Saliba,
well.
Evans, Lascelles.
Look, in general, I'm not happy with my team. I'm kind of
Waiting for that
Logan's
wild
telling
card.
me there's a wild card coming. I
You're
don't know.
waiting
I'm
for that
praying, dude.
wild
I'm praying for a wild card because my team is all over the
So
place.
you take a free hit at this point.
I'll take anything at this point. My team is a complete mess. It needs adjustment from the top down. It needs adjustment. I can't keep going week by week, patching up holes
That one scope one with
that keep filling
You
up.
need that wild card. You need a do-over.
Look, for now though, I am actually quite happy patching up this team week by week because I don't think it's terrible, and I think on their day each one of these players could do well.
That's true. This weekend keeps things interesting because there's no City game, so you
Yes,
at least
so
have
what
that less to think about.
I'm probably gonna have to get Alvarez out my team and bring in Watkins because Watkins is playing Sheffield United. I think any player with Watkins in the team is gonna captain him. I need to be one of those
I've
players.
captain Diaby.
Yeah, that's fair against Sheffield United. That is fair. Look, Solanke is playing against Luton this week though,
That
so
was
that,
also.
that's
I've stuck it out with Tavernier.
you sticking with Tavernier.
I'm sticking with Tavernier.
So what sub are you making this week then?
I'm not making a transfer this week, bro.
Wow.
I'm holding out for my 2 transfers going into the wild
Must be
card.
nice not having to make a transfer just so your team fucking survives. But look, I also need to get Ferguson on my fucking team. I don't know why I put this dude in my
Look,
team.
my team's decent enough to stick it out again. I could have maybe argued taking Jesus out for the Liverpool game, but I think Jesus comes through on the big occasions.
It's going to be a very big occasion.
I think he comes through on the big occasions, bruv. Listen, thank you guys so much for watching the show. Let us know what you guys make of the results from this past weekend and of the officiating this season, because it seems every week we are here talking about some bullshit that happened in a game or two.
And we will finally tally up our fucking predictions, because it seems like every time we have to do a predictions episode, we just don't do that episode.
Life comes at you fast, guys.
So,
you know.
No matter what the next episode is, we will tally up the predictions and we will show you who's in the lead.
Can I say game start on Thursday this week?
Okay. Maybe next week then.
Thank you guys for watching the show. We'll catch you in the next one.